Right, so let's have a look at the Nightmare real quick, alright? We're gonna get rid of everything he has. That is a fucking gross Nightmare build. I'm telling you now, that is fun as fuck, but you're gonna get a lot of hate, man. Instant injure, instant injure, instant injure. Oh, boy! The only thing missing is actually Discordance. I mean, not Corrupt Intervention, Discordance, yeah. That right there, you don't want to fuck with that. And this is a bit of a brave Leatherface build. Not Leatherface, a very brave Nightmare build. This is what I choose to run if I'm feeling aggressive with my gameplay, as opposed to playing passive. Now, there's two ways to play Freddy Krueger. You can play him passively, or you can play him aggressively, right? This is an aggressive Leatherface. I keep saying Leatherface. I'm too busy thinking about him. This is an aggressive Freddy Krueger build, right? You got the Vow of Hope for an instant injure. You got Horn of Ground for an instant injure, and you've got make your choice for an instant injure with max situational awareness. However, if I wanted to be an absolute sweat lord, I can go right there with the class photo, and I can go, you're less likely to wake up with skill checks, blue dress, just like that. And right now, that there is an almost unbeatable Freddy Krueger build. You're going to know where everyone is. If you want to be the strongest Freddy there is in the world, you do that. You are going to 4K every single game. That is an unbeatable build. You'll be able to sing 4 Swifts with frickin' all instant heals. I wouldn't even give a damn. Everyone's got frickin' Medal of Man, DS, doesn't matter. You have class Floato, it's going to take 9 seconds for you to make them fall asleep, and everyone's aura is going to glow with less likely to get skill checks. The situational awareness on that map that's going to provide, that is null and void, unbeatable, 100% the best Freddy Krueger you could ever possibly have. People would be like, oh, an Ebony Mori would be better. No, it wouldn't, because 100% guaranteeing the game offering would be more important than a Mori and do more damage. However, I'm here to show you guys how to play Freddy without the Sweat Lord shit. That there, you're not going to beat. You're not going to beat that. That is just top tier. Right, let's have a little bit of a look here. So we're going to go play Freddy Krueger and follow the 4 fundamental principles that I teach you guys that most killers should be throwing. Obviously, the nurse doesn't follow them. Alright, cool. I need something to slow down the game in my favor. Okay, I'm Freddy Krueger. I need to know when to commit to chases and when to let chases go. It's going to take me 7 seconds to put a survivor to sleep and then rotate. Freddy Krueger is the only killer in the game that can make the most of Spirit's Fury without needing anything else. If you put a survivor to sleep and you walk right up his ass and he doesn't know how long it's going to take you to fall asleep and he slams a pallet and you break the pallet instantly, you're going to be breaking the pallet while he's still falling asleep, making most use of your falling asleep time. Very deadly. You don't need enduring on him. However, there are better plays on Freddy Krueger. Okay, something to slow down the game. I'm going to skip this right now, and we're going to go to our next perk. Okay, I need something to help me find survivors. There is one perk on Freddy Krueger that is his second best perk in the game. I will run it every day of the week. Something to help me find survivors. What is it, chat? What is it? It's Freddy Krueger. He needs to know where multiple people are, and he needs to get maximum sleep potential on the survivors. What would you run? Discordance. It's 100% the best choice on Freddy Krueger. Congratulations, you're absolutely correct. You're going to want to put maximum amount of people to sleep and get the most bang for your buck. He's all about keeping people in the dream world, therefore they suffer a 25 and 50% penalty to repairing Jennies, therefore it's not 80 seconds, it can go up to 100 seconds, it can take a long time to do a generator, right? So 100% of the time you should be running this perk, alright? This next perk is not 100% of the time, but you will notice if you've watched me play Freddy Krueger, I run this every day of the week. Freddy Krueger comes with built-in Deertalker. How can I take most advantage of already having one extra perk? Freddy Krueger essentially will have 5 perks. What would take advantage of Deertalker, allowing me situational awareness, presence, and rotation? Correct, knockout, every day of the week. This is going to allow me to know where people are, put the maximum amount of people to sleep, as well as be able to rotate and keep pressure in areas. Okay, so now Freddy Krueger is going to go, there's 2 people in that Jenny, sleep, rotate, might be able to get a pallet down. Freddy doesn't really need a form of breaking pallets, in my opinion. Now, why is that the case? If Freddy runs up to you and you pull a pallet down, he breaks it, a good Freddy will go, okay, he still has a window to the far left-hand side, he's got another pallet down there to the left, he's got something down to the right, and he's got a good jungle gym to go to. A good Freddy will go, fuck that, I'm out. You've gone to sleep, you've dropped a good pallet, I'm going to go somewhere else, and I'm going to keep split pressure elsewhere. Whispers could be okay. Don't run Whispers on Freddy. There are so many better options on the table. Okay, so I still need something to slow down the game in my favor. Now, keep in mind, I want multiple people to be together at once. I could go Ruin and Corrupt Intervention for my final 2 slots, or I could change it up. As Freddy Krueger, I need to make a decision. I need to clutch the game. I want Make Your Choice. I want Haunted Ground. I want Devour Hope. I want Sloppy Butcher. Which of those would be the best perk to run with the kind of build I have right now that you see on screen? One of those perks stands out far more than the rest. Which one is it? Okay, the choices were Make Your Choice, Sloppy Butcher, Devour Hope, or Haunted Ground. Okay, which one of those excels more than all of them looking at the build I currently have? Okay, there are two options, but the correct answer is Sloppy Butcher. The second answer is Haunted Ground. Keep in mind, you have no way to know where he goes when he breaks your totem. You don't have class photo, you don't have tracking, you don't have any form of enhancement to know. That's why Haunted Ground was the second answer, and Sloppy Butcher is the first answer. Because Sloppy Butcher here is the first answer, chat, we're going to put it on the build. Now here's what's going to happen. Where are we, Sloppy? Okay, this perk is interchangeable. I want to know when people are healing. Therefore, Nurse's Calling is very valuable. I want them to heal slower and not be at full health. I can now go Nurses or Sloppy Butcher. I have to choose. Keep in mind, Freddy Krueger, you can't hear his heartbeat. You hear his lullaby. So running Nurse's Calling can be very powerful on him because they're not going to react 28 meters. You're going to be able to go straight to them. So Nurse's Calling is by no means a pushover. If you don't like Knockout, Nurse's Calling is a perfect replacement. 100%. Or you can replace it with Sloppy. I love Knockout because I take advantage of the built-in Deertalker. This leaves one perk here. I need to make a choice. I need regression in the game. Okay, I need them to stop. I could run Ruin for a gamble. What is Freddy really good at? Let's be honest here. He's good at making the game go for a long period of time. What is the best perk to slow down the game that kind of counter-interacts with Knockout to allow regression on generators? The answer is Pop Goes the Weasel. Correct. You're absolutely right. Thatophobia is not going to give you enough bang for your buck. Alright, Overcharge can work on Freddy if you stack it with Lullaby and you play smart and you don't kick every generator. And you can also chuck on Pop as well for like fucking 35% of a generator regression. It can be devastating until survivors know what you're doing. Bad Freddys will just walk around and kick every Jenny with Pop and go, this perk sucks on him. Can be used well as long as you're smart. It also works better if you have Z-block add-ons. But then again, we're here to show you guys based on not running add-ons. So the correct final slot here is Pop Goes the Weasel. So let's have a little bit of a look. Where's my Pop? Where is my Pop? Where are you, beautiful? Holy shit. My favorite... Oh, there it is. Cool. Alright. What is another really good perk that I could replace with Sloppy Butcher for, right? This goes really good. Keep in mind... Yeah, I'm well aware that I have said Pop and it does counteract with Knockout, but this is the thing, right? With Knockout, you don't just want to leave a slug and rotate. You need to know that you downed a guy, there's another guy, and you can rotate with that guy not getting revived. That is what it's about. It's also about picking somebody up without the survivor seeing that and hooking him. They need a visual indicator by seeing you, because when you pick up, you're locked in animation, and a survivor can see another survivor getting picked up. Therefore, you're removing that animation altogether. Yes, it does kind of get counterintuitive with Pop and Knockout, but what is the one perk you could replace Knockout with this kind of build to get the most bang for your buck? In fact, you could replace Sloppy Butcher with it. You could replace Knockout with it. It's going to give you good situational awareness and allow you to know when to change targets. I personally would get rid of Sloppy Butcher for this perk, and that would be my complete build. It's not Third Seal. Third Seal is a gambling perk. It is a good one. Here's a hint. It's on the page right now. It is on the page right now. What are we thinking here, chat? Monstrous Shrine? No. Corrupt? Infectious Fright is the correct answer. Okay. So this is going to allow me to know one of two things. Okay. I am taking advantage of the fact I have Deerstalker built in. Because I have Deerstalker built in, I want to play my cards right, okay? I want to be able to know when to make a slug and when to rotate. If I down somebody with Knockout and nobody screams around me, that is the perfect opportunity to leave him as a slug and rotate. If I down somebody and somebody screams around me, more than two people, I pick him up straight away. One person screams, I go straight for the one person who screamed. Do you guys understand how now I'm making the most of the time and the efficiency. I don't have Ruin to slow down the game. I could get rid of Pop Goes the Weasel with Ruin if I wasn't feeling confident enough. It just comes down to understanding the fundamental mechanics and what is going to better benefit myself and my playstyle to better keep map pressure and presence around. Downing someone with Infectious Fright and going straight to another player means 2 players are immobilized. You down somebody while somebody's on the hook and somebody else screams, 3 people immobilized, last guy has to be altruistic. Keep in mind, 7-second default sleep, you can't get punished. There is nothing. What about Noed? You see, I don't recommend perks like Noed because that rewards you for playing bad and it relies on you getting to the end of the game. I want a Freddy Krueger that drags on the mid game as opposed to the end game. I don't want to run Noed, Blood Warden, and Remember Me. I want to focus on performing well throughout the game. Therefore, I won't need to worry about the end game kind of end game collapse, for a lack of a better term. That right there is the build I would run if I wasn't running add-ons. If I was running add-ons, it was the build I showed you before with Devour, Hope, Haunted Ground, Distortance, and Make Your Choice. Going to give you really good situational awareness and put you in a really comfortable spot. Very powerful in the right hands. You're making the most of so many teachable perks. You got one here from the Clown, one from Legion, one from Cannibal, one from the Plague. You are grabbing it from everywhere else to make the perfect tailored build.